Hello everybody, I'm Symes, with me as ever is Robin.
Hello there.
And welcome to episode 24 of Stone Mirrors.
Hurrah.
Exciting things are happening, I suppose. We've made some nasty looking serrated green glass discs here.
Death. Horrible, horrible death.
And we've got a Baroness, that's quite exciting. And we're preparing her a tomb for when she dies, because obviously she's thinking ahead. And the other thing that we're now in Metropolis, because we have 167 population, which is pretty cool.
It does sound rather small for a metropolis, but...
Vast, sprawling metropolis.
Vast and sprawling.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what that means is that we can try and tempt the king or queen to come and live with us. And there's a new thing on the nobles screen there called Becoming the Capital.
So we need a really big, fancy-looking cage.
What we need to do. What we actually have to do is have a certain amount of value in the fortress, which we have nearly 10 times as much as we need, and also we need to offer them another 5,000 money's worth of stuff next time a caravan arrives. So,
okay.
So I think
basically bribery,
and we should be fine with that.
Excellent. The monarchy is corrupt. Who'd have thought?
Hurrah! And what's also happening is we are putting a lot of rocks into our atom smasher so we can smash them.
Oh yes, getting rid of all those bloody rocks.
Yes, and oh look, the Baroness has imposed a ban on certain exports. Let's find out what they are. We're not allowed to export earrings. Ugh, that's irritating, because earrings are crafts, which is what we normally trade. So, oh well, we'll see how it goes. Things running. What's happening down below? Here's the smasher, they're all moving rocks into it. There's a goose there for some reason.
Yeah, we don't want flattened goose.
Not flatten the goose.
No.
And down here, Vampy is still in the jail. So I don't know when their sentence is up. I think you can probably see on the justice screen.
Seems a likely place.
136 days in prison, I think that says.
For murder.
For murder. Yeah.
Well, you know, first offence.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we're slaughtering some more creatures because of the need for food.
And, you know, dead creatures are tasty.
Yes. Well, I decided, in anticipation of the king or queen turning up, I decided to make some gold furniture for them, so that's what's in the queue here. That's a gold sarcophagus for them to be dead in. And a nice throne.
You go and die here, please.
Arm stand and weapon rack in the chest and some cabinets. So that'll be nice for them. And also, actually, yeah, somewhere we have a Minotaur in a cage. Probably. It might still be outside.
Oh, we're collecting Minotaurs.
Well, we collected one from some. I don't know where they are actually, because they didn't seem to have got taken to the thing. Let's see if we can find them.
Yeah, Minotaur.
Zoom to oh, being transported. That's where they are. So they're being transported. So, but we're going to demonstrate this stuff as well, with levers and whatnot. So we should link these cages up to this lever, which is what we put it here for.
Yep.
Let's do that. Add task. J is link up a cage. This Peregrine Falcon cage here. Let's find a not too special mechanism. And another one. And we've done that, and we'll add a new cage to it, which will be the other one with the kestrel in it. And some mechanisms to do the job. Right, so they'll carry on and link those up, and then what will happen then is when you pull the lever, the cage will basically be deconstructed and the creatures within will be released. And by then there will probably also be a Minotaur in there. And then the Minotaur and the Falcon can have a fight. I wonder who will win.
Death match.
So, it's all go-ish.
All go.
Kind
yes.
of.
Things are going to get put into places.
And,
to die.
yeah.
That's what you're
I
saying,
am.
really.
And there's also people hauling rocks around, because that's what we told them to do. We told them to haul hundreds of rocks around.
Well, it's one thing that dwarves like. It's rock.
Because
As well as gold.
we designated loads of rock down here for dumping. All of the gabbro that we own, which is all down here on this level and levels around it, got designated for putting into the smasher.
Dun, dun, dun.
So that'll still be happening. We probably have a massive queue of dump item jobs in here. There they are. Did quite a lot of them. 3 pages or so. So yeah, I suppose we should wait for this mechanism business to be done, which means we'll require a mechanic to not be hauling rocks around, probably. And this may just end up being the watching them haul rocks around episode.
I'm gripping. I'm gripped,
Yes.
rather. Gripping?
Gripping.
I am gripping. I am literally a novel that sits in a
You'll
chair.
pay for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah,
we may be getting distracted
we
here.
dug out some stuff, and the smoothing continues, especially down here on the sort of king and noble level.
Could you preemptively tell the vampire where she's going to live, so that as soon as she gets let out, we can, she's going to move to a exile?
Well, we've already assigned the squad that she's a part of to the barracks, which is in the house outside.
So she's already going to go there.
But I also thought that as she's our new mayor, perhaps she should do an inspection of some recently constructed engineering works.
Hang on, the vampire's the mayor. I can't remember.
The vampire is the mayor, right there.
In jail.
In
Fantastic.
jail. Was voted as mayor while in jail. So, yeah. There's no accounting for it, really.
You couldn't make this stuff up.
Possibly because we convicted them with no actual evidence. So
Yeah, and they had a good lawyer.
Fighting the system, man.
Yeah. You're like, why?
Why did you lock up
This
this poor engraver who just had done nothing but report a murder?
What kind of justice is that?
There's a lot of rock clearing going on. And not much else.
Lovely, lovely rocks.
Sort of running around, milling. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can once you have a large population in the fortress, you can normally tell like what sort of level of hauling jobs you have by how many idlers there are, and we've got like half a dozen or so, which isn't very many at all, out of our 167 population. So, but there's that looks like someone doing some mechanics there, hauling a mechanism. So they'll be coming up here to do the lever business.
Throws the switch.
Actually, looks like there's a couple of mechanisms moving around there. Yep. And linking up those cages. Marvellous. So, how's that looking? Yeah, there's just one of those tasks to finish, and they were doing the second cage. That dwarf's doing the second cage now, so... Oh, the commander Volkersmeng has grown attached to a steel crossbow. He hasn't literally become attached to it.
Is he, I'm about to say, too much
He
super.
hasn't just been holding it for so long that his flesh has grown around it. It's just... it means they...
What does this mean then? Does this mean he's got a friend and he starts talking to it?
It means it's their favourite crossbow, and they'll get upset if the crossbow gets taken away from them or destroyed.
Right.
It's just because they've been using it for a long time, so yes.
This is mine now.
My trusty crossbow. Old Faithful. So, is there anything on the jobs list we need to do? We've got some lavish meals on the go. No booze.
No booze.
Let's make
Oh
some
dear,
more booze.
that's bad.
Brew, drink. Right, that's 60 more booze orders queued up.
Hurrah!
Yes, and we've slaughtered a dog, so that's good.
Yep.
Dog slaughtering. All the dog slaughtering, and we've constructed a gold throne. And
Gold, gold, gold.
yes, so the king's furniture is being made. And there's a dwarven baby who's died of thirst, which isn't a good thing.
No, that is bad.
That's what you call a bad thing.
Yeah, that I understand.
There would be a miserable parent now.
Mm.
Probably because everyone's too busy hauling rocks around to go and get any drink for anyone.
Yeah. Mummy, I'm hungry. Shut up, kid.
Shut up,
We
I've got to
have
hold this
rocks.
rock. But I'm very, very thirsty. Hush.
Have you not seen the rock?
So, yeah. Well, we've got some... We have a large number of coffins available, so... We've got a lot of coffins available, and we can always see if we have some spare coffins. I'm pretty sure I keep making coffins. Actually, no. We haven't got very many spare coffins, so let's queue up some more coffins as well. Rock coffin. 30 more coffins.
Coffin.
Because when people die, you need something to stick them in, don't you? So...
Yeah. Is there any automatic coffin making or person depositing for graveyards? I mean, is there a certain level of importance, or do you have to make tombs for every single person?
You have to make coffins for everybody. You don't have to make tombs for them. When we've got our stack of coffins down below there, you know.
What happens if you annihilate the corpses, though?
Well, then you need memorial slabs, don't you?
Oh, do they take up
They
less
take up,
space?
one tile. So it's the same. But now we have a clothier being taken by a Fey Mood.
Ah.
So we should probably follow them. I imagine they'll probably claim a clothesmaker's workshop, but we'll see.
You never
They
know.
might have other as yet undiscovered skills. They've claimed a clothier's shop there as a surprise.
Yep.
That was actually reminded me of something else that I did in here. I designated there was I think it was a bowyer's workshop or something.
Yeah.
Which was there was a carpenter's workshop here in this empty space I made them build a carpenter's workshop down in this corner, which frees up this space for another craftsdwarf's workshop, because our craftsdwarf's workshop is... both of them are quite busy, so we should build another one. Which is R on this menu, and we'll place it there, make it out of dacite, and away. Right, so what does Fey Mood person demand? We don't know. Claim the building, start demanding stuff in a second, unless we've got all of the cloth they want, in which case everything will be fine.
That would be a change.
Went to cloth, went to get a gem, went somewhere else entirely, so came... Yeah.
Seems good.
Not sure where they wound up, they've just buggered off. Possibly went to get some metal from down below. Is just running around. Looked like they got some metal. Looked like they went to get something from that block stockpile. Weirdly, and yeah, we should probably follow them rather than just trying to guess where they are. But I've forgotten who they were. Crazy clothier. I think it was that one. Yes, one says strange mood. It's probably them.
Bit of a hint.
Let's follow them again. Carrying bars of something. This is obviously... okay, some leather there. Finally begun something. It was obviously quite involved. Let's have a look what's in this building. Yeah, we've got some cloth, a nicely cut Clara opal, some bronze bars, gabbro blocks, silver bars, and alpaca leather. So whatever this is going to be, it's going to be a magnificent garment.
Of alpaca.
But They're not going to go mad and try and kill everyone, so fine.
That's always good.
It's all good. And I think this Craftsdwarf workshop, yeah, this Craftsdwarf workshop has been built, and so the jobs are being shared out across them all, which is good because we have plenty of Craftsdwarfs now, I think.
Dwarves everywhere.
So yeah, things we could check on. Vampire is still in prison. Check.
Yep.
People are still hauling rocks around like mad things. Check. It's only a page or so of dump item tasks now, though. Dogs still being slaughtered. Check.
Babies stopped dying of thirst.
Well, we haven't seen another one die of thirst yet. How's the tomb smoothing going? Oh, it's going okay. And they've dug out all of this tetrahedrite that was here as well, because I went, oh look, tetrahedrite, we should totally dig that out before we sort of just turn this into a tomb and seal it off forever by smoothing those walls. We should dig out this ore, because ore. And tetrahedrite is copper, which is good stuff. So there's another couple of miners come and dig another couple of chunks out of the wall. That one just seemed to drop his clothes and run off. I don't really know why. Not much going on there at all. But yeah, it's like dumped a shoe and a toga, which are a bit tattered, so that's possibly why I dumped them.
That's it. I've had enough of these clothes. I'm just dumping them. I'm going to run off naked.
An elven caravan has arrived. Splendid.
May I suggest we buy clothes?
Yeah, we've got loads of cloth actually, so we should just make some more stuff. But we can buy cloth from them as well. We don't want to trade too much to them because we want to save up so we can...
The masterpiece has been created.
Yeah, we've made some shell crafts. That's our bone crafter there, making masterpiece bone crafts. But there's a caravan coming. Ooh. The Clothier has created Vathsithnaleth, a pigtail fibre cloak. I suspect is what that is. Woo. Yeah, he's made a lovely, lovely cloak.
The pigtail on it.
Which is... No, it's made out of pigtail fibre. Pigtail is a plant.
Ah, right.
And one of these buttons, L, is artifacts, so we can see it. Vathsithnaleth, the square gulf, a pigtail fibre cloak. And then you can have a look at its lovely description. Highest quality, studded with bronze, decorated with pigtail fibre and alpaca leather, and encircled with bands of point-cut claro opals. Lovely. Midnight blue with dimpled dye. This object menaces with spikes of gabbro.
Spikes.
Yep.
They basically made a spiked cloak.
Spiky cloak, and on the item is an image of crescent moons in silver. So that's quite nice.
Around the spikes.
Yeah, around and through and between the spikes. We could. This is just a gem. I think we looked at this. It was quite boring. Made a glass gem. And this is the lovely statue, which I think we looked at as well. Yes, we did. Let's carry on. So, okay, so now that clothier is a master clothier, so yay, I suppose. Anyway, we've got a caravan coming, so we should probably drag some crafts up here to sell to them.
Yep.
And we can actually sell those tattered clothes to them as well, if we want to. It's just quite tedious because we have so much clothing. Oh, and I need to press this culling on mandates button as well. Otherwise...
So we don't disobey anything?
Yeah, so we don't bring earrings. Yeah. And yeah, so you can sort of say, well, bring these tattered items up. You know, and I'll do some of them, but I'm not going to do them all because there's probably a lot, and it would be very dull.
Yep.
So, crafts mainly. Just the thing about things, you bring a bin. The bin has earrings in it, and the Baron goes mental. So it's just let's just bring some. And we don't want to bring any wooden bins anyway because they'll get upset then. Because they're elves.
God, it's turned into diplomacy.
It's so annoying. We've got some nice. We'll bring these large gems are mostly already here, so we can trade them as well. That'll do. And we'll request the trader at the depot, and then we can get on. More llamas being slaughtered. Splendid.
Poor llamas.
Hordes of dwarves lugging things to the depot. What else is happening? Have they finished hauling rock yet? They might just have stopped briefly to haul stuff to the... Oh no, there's no dump item jobs. Right. I kind of remembered... I figured out why it is that the stocks didn't change that much, and the reason for that is that... the reason the stocks don't change that much is because it's down to the bookkeeper, so the bookkeeper has to count things, so it doesn't immediately change, it takes time. So you see the number of stones we've got now is less than 2,000, and when we started crushing them we had like 2,500 nearly.
Yeah.
So it has gone down, it just won't go down immediately. So when we smash the Gabbro count will start to drop as the bookkeeper establishes that the Gabbro that was on his books has been removed, but it won't immediately drop by 306.
Right.
So, let's smash it. Smash it all. And wait for a lever puller to come and do the thing.
Haul the lever.
Come on. Here comes someone with a golf club, I think. Click. And smash! Splendid. So yeah, so if we went to stocks now, as I said, we probably wouldn't see... It's removed quite a bit of Gabbro off this list, but it hasn't removed all of it, and it'll just slowly tick down over time, I think.
Yeah.
As the bookkeeper sort of updates the records.
Right.
So, anyway, the elves are here now.
Yep, and they wish to sell us stuff.
So we'll wait for them to arrive and unload. Let's have a look down in the dungeon. Vampy's got a visitor.
Come to say, hey, Mayor.
How
Nice bit of murdering back there.
How's prison life treating you?
Yeah.
Oh, not bad. Would you mind standing a bit closer? I think...
And taking off that neck guard.
Yes, I think there might be something wrong with your neck. Can I have a look? Who knows? They usually... I mean, the vampires won't murder anyone if there's witnesses, but they are kind of quite a lot of the time alone in the jail. If there's a visitor there, they're alone in the jail with that person. And if that person was any closer, they can't move into that tile that other dwarf is in because they're chained up on that chain that's down there. But now the dwarf is in a tile they can reach. So if he wanted to do the murdering, he totally could totally murder that dwarf right now.
Totally murder him.
But there's witnesses running in and out, so a bit risky. Who knows? Right, are we ready to trade yet? Yes, we are. Splendid. Let's get on with it. There's all the tattered stuff, so we'll just mark that as here. I'm going to buy some terrible crap. And here's some other things as well. I'm not offering them very much, actually. These gems are good, though. That's actually quite a lot. The gems really bumped it up at the end there. Right, what do we want from them? Trees. Always trees. It's my old wood. All of the trees, that we may burn them. They've got a lot of trees, but I suppose they are the elves. So. Right, trees. Trees purchased. Has made very little. It's a very small dent in the amount of profit they're going to make. I have to take some of these gems back. What else have they got? What else you got for us elves? There's a swan in a cage there. A grizzly bear. Don't think we want that. Barrels of spirits. Wooden stuff. It's all wooden stuff because elves are rubbish. Cedar gauntlets. Flour. Let's just buy this. I'll buy all the cloth from them as per the usual. lot of cloth. Quite a lot of cloth. Okay, arrows, meh. Strawberries, whatever. Thread, splints. We always use a few more splints for the hospital, I suppose. Saves having to make them. And some crutches. Yeah. That's still far too much profit. let's back some of these gems out. No, that's probably not enough. There we go, nearly 3,000 profit, so that's nearly 50%. So we'll see how they like that. Will you trade? Yes, they're very happy. Good. Right, bugger off now. We don't need the trader anymore. Sold them some tattered clothing. Marvellous. Yeah, so stuff, I suppose. Not very exciting, just some trading.
Tinkering along.
Tinkering. We've got some cages to do stuff with as well. So there's a Minotaur. We can finish up on that because this lever stuff should all be done. Yep. Okay. So let's pull this other lever to bring the drawbridge up, and we can throw the Minotaur in the hole, and then we can pull the lever to let the birds out, and then we'll have a Minotaur bird fight. Yeah, let's just claim everything on the Minotaur. Minotaur's probably not got anything on them. And then dump everything. And then undump the cage, as per the usual. And wait for that to go up, which it has gone. And then fling the Minotaur into the pit. And find them. There we go. Oh, actually, Minotaur did have something on them apparently.
Yeah, useful.
I should probably not have told them to fling the Minotaur into the pit quite so quickly. Well, they haven't done it yet, which is good. But yeah, they sort of claimed something that the Minotaur had on them. There should be a way to see what they've got on them, but I don't think you can. The Minotaur's lower body is cut open, so presumably got hit with a...
Sounds not messy.
Got hit with a crossbow bolt before getting caged, I'm guessing.
Yep.
But, yeah, it doesn't seem like anybody's coming to claim anything from the Minotaur, so let's just pit him. Throwing the Minotaur in a hole. Come on, into the hole with you. That looked like it. The Minotaur is in the hole. So let's pull this other lever to let these birds out, see what happens. Wait for a lever puller. That looks like one. Yep. No. Are they getting scared away by the fact that there's a Minotaur there? Is that what's happening? Yeah. Okay, that was a stupid place to put the lever, because the fact that there's a Minotaur in the pit is scaring people away from pulling it. Oh well, let's position some squads around the place. Let's move squad A to there, squad B to here, and squad D to here. Oh, someone's actually pulled that lever as well, so those birds are out now. And they immediately flew out of those hatches, which I thought they couldn't do. So they're in cages again. Okay. Maybe I need to address something about those hatches. There's possibly a setting that I need to set on them. So the Minotaur's wandering around in the pit, being... now they're shooting him. Splendid. There's not many Marks Dwarves actually on station yet. Oh, Minotaur is incapacitated. Bleeding.
It's not good.
Blue cross, whatever that means. Yep, is basically not moving, and there's a single Marks Dwarf standing there shooting it. That's actually another one's joined, standing next to them, and twang, and dead. Hurrah! Well done, squads. You can all now go back to what you were doing. Probably dropping all your gear. Yep, that's exactly what they did. Okay, so let's open that up. So yeah, we've got these caged birds up here again now. So I assume that there's something about these hatches that we need to prevent. I think we need to turn off Pet Passable maybe. So, which will stop them flying through. I don't actually know, but we'll turn off Pet Passable anyway. So there you are. One dead Minotaur. Not super exciting.
Hurrah for dead Minotaurs.
Not super exciting, but
no.
Oh, and yeah, there's a thing over here now because this dump zone was on and the other one was off. A cedar bolt. Oh, that's what was in them. That's what the Minotaur had on them.
Is that it?
Yeah, the cedar bolt that one of our dwarves shot them with, and it stuck in them. That's the only thing the Minotaur had on it. So we reclaimed it. Hooray! Hooray for us. Actually, I need to designate and reclaim this bolt so they take it all away from the dump zone again. So that's it, I suppose. Not tremendously exciting this week, but you can't always have that, I guess. And we just trundle onward towards autumn and the next caravan, which is when we get to tempt the king to come and live with us.
Oh, come on, Kingy. You know you want to.
You know you want to check out all of our awesome stuff. Oh, there's a thief. We found a thief somewhere. Let's find out where the thief is, and that can be the end of the thing. Oh, there's a forgotten beast down there. Right, okay, so first of all, where's the thief? The thief is here next to this ranger. The thief will probably now run away. There's a couple of other interesting creatures we can finish up on. There's a magma crab here in the magma, as you might expect. So yeah, there's your magma crab. So we can have a look at the magma crab and see what they are. A small rock-eating creature that lives in molten rock, scurries on little feet and swims to liquid rock with sharp wings. So there you are. Probably don't want that in the fortress, so it's a good thing we closed that floodgate all those many moons ago.
Yeah.
Although it is quite deep in the pit. And also, somewhere we saw on the list there is a forgotten beast. Russian echo buries the deep gristle. Let's have a look. A huge wolf with lidless eyes.
Charming.
With the trunk as well. And has deadly spittle, so yeah, don't really want that. Okay, so join us next time for more excitement. We may have our vampire mare released from prison and sent on a tour of recently constructed engineering works. Yep. We may well get yet another Minotaur. Who knows? Whatever it is, we'll share it with you.
Indeed. In glorious Technicolor.
Yeah, wonderful. So thanks for watching, and
Thank you.
we will see you next time.
Toodaloo.
Bye.
Bye.